No secrets. Here in the Codex.
All right, what's going on, everybody out there in War Room Land? We're here for another episode of Operation Big Brother. This week was a doozy. I'm here with my co-host Jimmy Williams.
Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Chicka-chow.
Come on now. We got a full round table again this evening. We got Dina out in Philly.
Hey, down for the ladies 3 weeks in a row. Ooh, ooh.
We got my man Jay out in Minnesota, out in McCray Land.
Right, what's up, y'all?
McCray Land.
McCray and Caitlin.
We got the Hutch man. What's going on, Hutch?
Chilling, man. Hashtag floaters and snitches.
Hashtag floaters and snitches. And that's what we're going to talk about this episode, because it seems like nobody in the Big Brother house this season can keep a secret for more than 35 seconds. We all know Judd was the the head of household this week, and you know, every time somebody gets head of household, you start to see a little bit more of their personality. So he turned it up a little bit. But let's talk about the alliance that was made that Judd basically blew up within 13 hours of making the alliance. Who was in that? It was Judd, Howard, Spencer, Caitlin, and Gina Marie. It seemed weird from the start, the people that were in it. But what do you guys think about, you know, the house not being able to hold a secret?
I won't tell your secrets. No, but it's crazy because I don't know whether that alliance was real to begin with. It sounds like they were just trying to put something together so they can, you know, see what's going on around the house. But like you said, it was weird to begin with, just the participants. And yo, my man Howard just got bad luck, yo. He's in no matter who he aligns himself with, yo, it's just trouble.
Yeah, it's like now he had, you know, if they come to him, he has to tell the truth again. Because they're already on his back for lying, like he's the only person in the house lying. That's crazy. Dina, what do you think about the alliance and the fact that nobody can keep a secret? Period.
Well, I said in the group that alliance was sketchy to begin with. I mean, look at who was in it. Howard just came from defending Candace against Gina Marie and Caitlin. Why would he align himself with them? It didn't make sense to begin with. And I figured it was only a matter of time, like I said in the group, before somebody turned state's evidence. It didn't last very long. It didn't last long at all.
Yo, my thing is this though. He's on like camera boo loving with Candace every 3 seconds. So why would you think that you're in a good alliance and she's not even in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't in the room when they formed the alliance, yet he was just defending her. I mean, he was up there touching her taco and all kinds of craziness, and she's not in the alliance?
I think it's one of those things. I mean, because you've seen dudes in alliances before.
Yeah, they try to, I know,
without
trying
their
to hold
boo.
the chick on the side.
So you know he still would have had her back as much as he possibly could, but
well, that's a good Christian brother.
Yeah, but in that same vein, women are very emotional. She would have been trying to sway him on an emotional level, whereas he might have been thinking with his head. So it might have been, even though it may have been accidental that he left her out, it probably was a good idea for him not to include her.
Unstable creatures. That's what we're gonna call them. We'll call them unstable creatures.
Exactly.
Well, for some reason, Howard was in Amanda's crosshairs all week. When they did the evictions, he wasn't even up, but I pretty much thought she was going to cast her vote for Howard to leave the house.
Do we even don't know why he...
That's what I'm about to say. I don't think anybody on the panel this evening watches the 24-hour feed or anything, so I'm not really sure, and I don't know if you guys are. I'm not sure why Howard is so high on her list. She talks about him every time she gets into the diary room. It's nothing but Howard this, Howard that. I don't understand it.
I think she just sees him as a threat to McCray, so she's trying to get the threats to McCray out probably. That's the only thing I could really think of. She fought
He's a tough competitor.
They're judging Howard by his dieselness, and he doesn't win anything. It doesn't mean nothing.
And why is it that Helen is the queen pin? Like, everybody confesses to Helen. Like, I don't understand that either. Every alliance,
Yo,
they run to
died,
Helen.
who died and made her God? It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
she was quiet the first couple weeks, and then once she got turned up, that was it.
Helen like Jesus up in that mode.
Yo.
So another thing that happened this week that was kind of puzzling. Well, let's get everybody's thought on America and the MVP. It's pretty much obvious that they were tired of Alyssa getting the MVP every week, so they had to stir it up and do something else, and she ends up being America's nomination. Anybody want to take a stab at how that possibly happened? If she was being voted MVP every week, how is she now in turn the nominee?
Well, shout out to Monica, because Monica showed me something that I didn't even know. On Twitter, when she was winning the MVP, she had a bunch of people on Twitter that were basically campaigning for, including her sister, saying vote for her as MVP. And now that America's MVP, you still see the same people. I mean, not her sister, but the same people, like, basically campaigning for her. I don't even think they understand what's going on. Yeah. It's like, yo, vote for Alyssa to be MVP. Now you're not even voting for her to be MVP, but yet you're still trolling the internet trying to get people to vote for
her. America, boy. School systems have failed us. So they're doing it again. Now, we have this running discussion in our group, Operation Big Brother, on Facebook. That's facebook.com/group/Operation Big Brother. We have a running debate about whether, about how much producers possibly get involved in what happens in the house. Now, I personally don't think they had anything to do with Alyssa being named MVP every week. That's probably obvious by the way they all of a sudden, are making America the MVP. But keeping in mind what Jimmy said about, them campaigning for her, I think if there was a conspiracy theory to be had about the show, it would probably be in this instance where, because Adina, I think you mentioned it in the group, like, we have no idea who America's really voting for. So they can basically trot out anybody, just to stir the house up a little bit, and what can we do about it? Like, how can we prove them wrong?
Right, we can't. We don't know. I mean, they're saying that it's going in a particular order as far as votes are concerned, but we don't know that that's the exact order. Like they said, I think Aaron was first, and she was already nominated. Caitlyn came in second, and then Alyssa came in third. But y'all just got finished voting her MVP, 2-3 weeks straight. So why all of a sudden is she now a nominee? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Ignorance.
So it's either conspiracy or ignorance.
Yo, it's ignorance.
I vote for conspiracy.
I mean that's the sexy story, yo, because everybody wants to think that producers are involved. But go ahead, Jack.
I think, me personally, like back when a couple of seasons ago when Rachel and Brendan was on, there was a whole thing about when they had like promised Brendan that he would make it to the jury house before the season. I remember that was a big thing, like live feeds and everything. Ever since then, I kind of watched for the conspiracy stuff, because if you notice in that season, he got voted out, but then he came back in a physical competition against somebody that he would have beat, and then he was the next person out, and he ended up going to the jury house. So ever since then, I kind of, peep little stuff like that. I'm like, all right, the producer, you know what I'm saying, because they'll do stuff for ratings. I mean, Alyssa drives ratings up. You see they got Rachel's tweets on the show and all that stuff, so, I mean, she's good for ratings.
I did peep that. I peeped that. They put Rachel's actual tweet on the show.
Brendan, though. I mean, nobody comes between Rachel and her, man. So.
Yeah. Nobody comes between me and my man.
Okay, so what's with the house guests giving Alyssa credit for being a genius, thinking that she put herself up on the block this week?
I think it's like Jeff said. Everybody's paranoid now. Nobody knows what to believe because they've been in the house so long and they keep getting stuff thrown at them. They don't know what to believe. But honestly, I think that was just a little bit, out far-fetched left field for them to think that she got MVP and she put herself up. I don't think she's that smart.
Nowhere near that smart. That's Jimmy's stir crazy theory.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's definitely my theory.
Everybody
I think about myself, yo. I be definitely crazy, yo. I be trying to like murder somebody in there, like shout out to Aaron Hernandez. But just think about like how you would feel if you were locked in with those people and you have no access to the outside world. You definitid go stir crazy.
Yeah.
I said
Jimmy, shout out to Smokey in the chicken coop.
I said in the group, you think they gonna give her credit if she gets third nominee again? You think they would say she did it again in the house?
I don't think so. Caitlyn was the one who started that.
Didn't somebody come up with a theory that America might be the MVP?
Helen did. Helen did.
Helen nailed it on the head too.
Yeah.
She was like,
if she spreads that around, and I think people might get hip to what's really going on.
Helen, especially the two best players in the house right now to me. There's not too many skilled players in the house this season, it seems like.
Not at all.
Hashtag floaters.
Math problem. All right, so
no comment.
All right, so they get Caitlyn out. She's evicted. Aaron stays, and the worst possible thing that can happen to the house happens to the house. Aaron is a good roulette player, or a lucky roulette player, obviously, and she wins head of household. So who do you guys think is going up on the block this coming week?
Helen and Alyssa.
I don't care as long as it ain't Jesse.
She still holding that grudge, you think?
I know. I'm with Jay. I'm a new fan of Jesse.
Word.
She don't say nothing. Just wear what you're wearing and shut up. So did he say Helen and Alyssa?
I think definitely Alyssa, because they got into it at the end of tonight's show about all the he said she said when they were up in the HOA team. So
it's booty kissing time now. A deal might get made, but yeah, I can't see any way that Alyssa doesn't go up on the block. Next to her, I guess it would be Helen unless she gets pressured into putting Howard up. Now, I know somebody mentioned in the group she might not want to put Howard and Candace up because she doesn't want to look like the racist that everybody's making her out to be. But I think if Amanda can get in her ear and kind of prove to her somehow, even though it's not really true, that everybody in the house wants to get Howard out, she might go ahead and listen to her. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm gonna not say Helen. I'm going to say Alyssa and Howard, and then America, I got them putting up Gina Marie.
Okay. Jay.
Obviously Alyssa. I'm gonna say Howard or Amanda, just because I don't like Amanda.
That's an honest opinion.
I don't like her. She was looking like a lunch lady when they were doing the roulette thing.
Yo.
I just forgot how old she was.
She's looking like a lunch lady.
It's like a lunch lady. Yo, my picks though, I'm going with Alyssa and Candace. I know that's a curveball, but I think she's gonna try to backdoor Howard, and I think she's gonna put Alyssa and Candace up. You put somebody black.
Can we take a moment to pause on the backdoor comment, Jimmy?
They've been trying backdoor Howard like every week, like he in
pause.
jail instead of the Big Brother house.
Yeah, pause that.
No,
they try. I told you they try backdoor him like this is American Me instead of the Big Brother.
Yo.
But hot show you got. After that.
Alyssa, of course. You know what I think? Yeah, I think if the house coerces her, she'll do Howard. Right. But at the same time, I could see her putting like Spencer or somebody out of left field up. Like if anybody was going to do a big move, it'd be her. I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And I think Spencer I still think he's playing a good game, but every move he makes, somebody goes and snitches. Like he can't do anything that's gonna stay solid for more than a few minutes.
Your secrets are safe with me.
Did anybody see any point to when Judge snitched, why he did it, or did he just say that for no reason? Because it just seemed to me like
what was the point?
It wasn't no point.
Oh, you know what it was?
I know what
He said, "I didn't want you to hear it from anybody else." He was just
he was trying to get
He
Caitlyn out too.
She probably wasn't going to hear from anybody else.
He was trying to get Caitlyn out too because everybody was leaning towards Aaron, and he basically said, "Well, listen, she's already aligned herself with with Spencer."
So why didn't he just throw her under the bus and not tell who everybody else in the group was? See, when you're no longer HOH, you might need that little alliance that you just formed, and now he messed it up. So, yeah, Judd, he's not that great of a competitor. So,
yeah.
All right, man. So we're gonna sit back and see what happens this week. Everybody, as usual, make sure you rate the video, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to the page. The season is crazy so far, and not all the time crazy in a good way, but we're gonna stick it through and see what happens. But until next time, everybody, don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in the war against ignorance.
See you chumps on top, floaters and snitches.
Kuwait is the war room with 5 nights at the round table, 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.